What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. In this video I'm going to be shooting at 1,000 yards with my 300 Remington Ultra Mag. I got some factory ammo that I'm going to test out and see what kind of adjustment I need at 1,000 yards. I got some Norma Bondstrike 180 grain, and I chronographed those recently, and I got around 3,275 feet per second on a warm day, and I got 3,200 feet per second on a cold day. So it is temperature sensitive, but just want to see what kind of adjustments I need to make to hit at 1,000 yards. Just going to double check what my ballistics calculator tells me, because I want to do some penetration tests with that Norma Bondstrike ammo. I wish I could find some Norma Bondstrike bullets to hand load, but I don't think Norma sells them for hand loading. So that's why I'm using the factory ammo, because I want to test it and see what kind of expansion and penetration occurs at 1,000 yards. And that'll be in a future video, but in this video I'm just trying to double check my ballistics calculator and see what kind of real world adjustment I need to hit at 1,000. So we do have a good amount of wind today. It is kind of a breezy day. Feels like the winds are about 5 to 10 miles per hour with some stronger gusts, maybe up to 15. So I'm hoping the wind settles down here soon, so this way it'll make it easier to hit the target. And I'm going to be shooting from all the way down there. I'm going to be shooting from. So we do have a little bit of a breeze here, but it doesn't seem to be much of a crosswind. It seems to be a tailwind. The winds are coming out of the southwest. See, 4.1 miles per hour. So about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it seems to be more of a tailwind. So that's good. Shouldn't really affect our bullet too much. Should be able to hold a little bit to the left, if anything. So let's get started and see what kind of adjustment we need to make to reach 1,000 yards. Let's see what kind of groups I can get. So this is the ammo I'm going to be using, just some Norma Bondstrike 180 grain. And these are supposed to have really good ballistics coefficients. They advertise 3182, and I got 3275 on a 70-degree day, and I got 3200 on a 35-degree day. So this ammo is temperature sensitive a little bit. So it's supposed to expand at very low velocities, and I think the BC is 0.615, which is pretty insane for a 180 grain bullet. Really good BC. So here they are. And Norma brass is excellent. Let me show you the rifle I'm going to be using. This is my custom 300 RUM, and it's actually a CZ550 receiver with a Krieger barrel with a light Palma contour, 1 to 9.5 twist. I have a Silencer Co. hybrid 46 suppressor, which makes shooting this 300 RUM super easy and comfortable. You can literally shoot this all day. And I have a Bell & Carlson tactical stock. I might actually swap this stock out when I go hunting with the Bell & Carlson Sporter style stock. And I have the barrel Cerakoted olive drab. I have a Burris XTR2 5 to 25 power scope. I still have to add a bubble level and an angle cosine. So I just finished zeroing it not too long ago. There you have that CZ550. And these are basically becoming a relic now because CZ stopped making them. As you can see, CZ USA, Kansas City, Safari Classics. This is a 375 H&H receiver. And I had my local gunsmith actually rechamber this barrel for 300 RUM. I originally had it for 300 Win Mag, and he rechambered it to 300 RUM, and it's shooting great. So far I'm getting half MOA or better accuracy with the factory Norma Bondstrike ammo. So I'd say that's pretty good. So let's take some shots and see what kind of adjustment we need at 1,000 yards. All right, guys, so here we go. 300 RUM, Norma Bondstrike, 1,000 yards. First shots. The ballistics calculator is telling me to do 19.74 MOA. I'm going to do 19.5, and 19.5 is an easy number to remember, and we'll see what happens with 19.5. So the wind appears to have died down a little bit, so that's good news. Let's see what happens here. All right, let's check the spotting scope, see what happened. All right, let's check the spotting scope, see what happened. So it looks like we had one hit down there. Not sure where the other one went. Oh, you can actually see it on the cardboard. So it looks like we're about 1.5 MOA low because I was aiming for this yellow line here. I put my crosshair right on that yellow line, and I was holding like right there, just maybe 3/4 of the way to the left, just a couple inches from the edge there. So I was holding right there, right on the yellow line, and we had 2 hits right there. You see that one right there, and then there's one right underneath it. So we got to go probably about 1.25 MOA up. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So here were my hits, 1 and 2. That's a pretty tight group. Look at that. I mean, that's probably a 3-inch group at 1,000 yards. I'd say that's pretty good. So I just got to go up a little bit Each one of these squares is 1 inch, so I was low 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 inches low, about 1.5 foot low. So I'm gonna go just 1 MOA up and see what 1 MOA does. But man, that's a pretty tight group, I'd say. Those two right here, that's pretty good. That's probably about a 3-inch group at 1,000 yards. All right, guys, so I moved it up 1 MOA. I'm at 20.5 MOA up. Let's see what happens here. All right, guys, so I went up 1 MOA and looks like I'm still about, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches low. So I'm gonna go up another half MOA, take 2 more shots just to confirm. But I think I'm good to go here, so I know exactly what adjustment I need to hit dead on at 1,000 yards. And that's gonna be important when I do my penetration tests at 1,000 yards. I want to test this ammo and see how it expands, what kind of penetration I get. And at 1,000 yards, that bullet is still traveling at 1,850 feet per second, and it's impacting that paper and cardboard at 1,400 foot-pounds. So that's pretty impressive at 1,000 yards to still have an impact energy of 1,400 foot-pounds. That's the same amount of energy as a 454 Casull at 5 or 10 yards, just to give you an idea of how much energy that is. And 1,800 feet per second, that's still a lot of velocity. So I could easily reach a mile with this load. And this isn't even a hot load for the 300 RUM. You know, I could easily hand load this probably another 150 feet per second faster. So I'm going to dial up another half MOA, take 2 more shots, but I think I'm good to go. Groups look good, nice and tight. All right, guys, let me show you where my hits were. So here we had the first 2 right here. That was 19.5 MOA. Then I went up to 20.5 MOA and I got these 2 hits right here. And I was aiming like right in this area here, so the wind blew them over just a little bit. And if we average these 2, an extra 1 MOA got us up 10 more inches from down here. And then I went up to 21 MOA, another half MOA, and I was aiming right here more or less for this triangle, and we got 2 hits, 1 here and then 1 there. And the barrel was a little bit warm because I was rushing because the sun is going down. It's getting dark now, so I wanted to get those last 2 shots in before the end of the day. So that's probably why the spread is so much larger on these versus this one, or then the first two right here. This was on a cold bore, completely cold bore. So, and then we had a warm bore right here. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about a 7.5 inch group at 1,000 yards, 1,009 yards actually. And then up here, probably about a 1 foot group, but that's after the barrel was pretty warm. So it looks like 21 MOA is what I'm gonna have to dial if I wanna be dead on at this distance, 1,009 yards. So this was a productive day, and stay tuned to my channel for more long-range shooting. Check out my long-range shooting playlist. Check out my 300 RUM playlist. I've also done some long-range penetration tests with my 300 Win Mag. I've done 800 yards and 500 yards with the 300 Win Mag. And I've also done 500 yards with the AR 308. So check those out. Until next time, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere.